Hello, Vincent Carroll speaking. This tutorial is on kidney yin deficiency. Kidney yin deficiency is often something that occurs fairly late in life. Women are more prone to getting kidney yin deficiency than men, but of course it can affect either sex. The word kidney implies foundational, so kidney yin deficiency is something that you arrive at after perhaps a long and arduous life. Kidney yin deficiency is about a deficiency of yin energies. And what does yin relate to from a Western medical way of looking at things? Well, yin relates to various, I suppose, qualities like serenity and calmness and peacefulness and intuitiveness and a general belief that all is well. All of these very much are yin type qualities. Very often it's accompanied by an organized mind and a busy, purposeful life as opposed to purposeless. Yin deficiency is often associated with purposelessness. In other words, a lot of activity, but very little result to show for it. So the activity could be physical activity, and this is where a person's most likely to be noticed having yin deficiency, having kidney yin deficiency. The person may be very busy, at least from their point of view. They tend to be moving a lot, but not completing tasks. They might be going up and down the staircase, opening and closing doors, standing up and sitting down for no particular purpose. And from their point of view, they're the busiest person perhaps in the office or in the home. From everybody else's point of view, they're underperforming. Because again, kidney yin deficiency prevents very often the completion of tasks. There's a lack of organization, there's a busyness, but to no good effect. And the same applies in the mind, where the mind may race on negative speculative topics. The mind may wander, for example, reading between the lines, looking for hidden meaning. The person might ponder why somebody might have said something to them one day and did not say something, the similar thing the next day. And they might wonder, does this person like me? Or is this person trying to undermine me? Or is there some hidden reason here? Or some thing that I don't understand? And that's the mind of the yin deficient person, which is purposeless, of course. There's no sense of direction and certainly no sense of completion of mental tasks or physical tasks. And that's a sign of kidney yin deficiency. The person will be quite exhausted, but they will still be busy, at least give the appearance of busyness. Busyness in the mind, busyness verbally, or busyness in their physical body as they do things. But the ultimate achievements are as near to zero as possible. So therefore, that's a sign of kidney yin deficiency. The person often loses friends because they have the knack of saying the wrong thing. They're viewed as perhaps awkward, perhaps even dangerous, certainly unpredictable, and somebody who will regularly say the wrong thing and perhaps get other people into trouble, but it's unintentional. There's no malice in the mind of the yin deficient person. It's all to do with just the purposeless expression of ideas, but very often it can be harmful to other people. And that's a sign of yin deficiency, and it often comes about with general yin deficiency as well, obviously. So that would include a sense of heat in the evening, a desire perhaps to sip water in bed at night. So the person is likely to take a glass of water to bed at night. The tongue will be smooth and peeled. Again, evidence of general yin deficiency. And if it's down deep enough, it will be kidney yin deficiency. The person will have difficulty sleeping. They'll have difficulty staying asleep. They'll be getting in and out of bed, wondering, did they hear noise? They'll again be reading between the lines. What's the solution from an acupuncture point of view? I find kidney 1 to be a wonderful point. Kidney 1 is on the sole of the foot. Kidney 1 is roughly between the distal 1/3 and posterior 2/3 of the foot, of the sole of the foot. Perhaps even a little further distal, perhaps at the junction of the distal 1/5 and proximal 4/5 of the sole of the foot. It depends where the band of tissue can be found as you slide your thumb along the sole of the person's foot and meet a resistance. And I find that's the point for kidney 1. And kidney 1 should be combined. I often do it bilaterally, actually. And kidney 1 should be combined mind with REN4. REN4 is trisum below the center of the belly button. Again, you have to take into account anatomical configuration of the person. If it's a bloated abdomen, obviously you go a little further, you estimate. And of course, pericardium 6 as well, or even pericardium 7 to settle the mind, with heart 7 to tonify heart blood, because blood is portion of yin as well, obviously. And we're talking about a kidney yin deficiency. Again, you discourage anything that puts heat into the body. So you try to sort of let the person cool down without getting too cold, because the person has an empty heat. That is to say, a heat due to a reduction of yin rather than the presence of yang, because it's an empty heat. So you tonify yin with bilateral kidney 1, REN4, and probably pericardium 6 and heart 7. And that would be my suggestion in treating kidney yin deficiency.